Close enough in my mind. Quorum being present, call the August 14th, 2023 discussion planning board meeting to order. First order is the approval of the minutes of May 22nd, the last time we met.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes as presented.
Seconded. Any discussion, changes? All those in favor of approval? Unanimous, those present vote. Okay. Excuse me. Christian Eli?
Yes, that's.
Grab some chairs and come on up.
Okay.
You want to,
We represent a company called the Seagrass Group. And our intention is to, well, we've structured an agreement with Mr. Hoffman, who owns the property at Mad Hatters, located at 291 Route 1 in Wiscasset. Our intention in taking over the business or having the business leased to us is to expand a portion of that business to include medical marijuana and medical marijuana products. We're here today seeking the board's guidance. We would like to know what you expect from us. Our understanding is the ordinance has been written and in meeting with the county planner is that given the square footage, the size of the square footage of the building, and that we don't intend to build anything, we're just actually expanding a product line within the building, that in cases like ours, the planner would be responsible for working with us to get us up and running. But of course, we're here this evening to see what the planning board would like us to do.
where's that located?
It's
291 Bath Road, right across from,
Of course, from the car wash next to my building.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, okay, yeah.
I was gonna say big house, but it's fireworks. It seems weird to wear in City Sweet store.
All right.
We've had meetings with the town manager and I guess the old codes enforcement fellow, Bruce. I guess he's no longer here with you all.
But the new one's neighbors too.
Well, that'll make it easier. Bruce was nice enough to come out and do a site visit and review more or less what we intended to do with the interior of the property. He's no longer here, so again, we're looking for guidance.
Now,
And I don't know, I'm totally oblivious to the law, but doesn't medical marijuana have to be in a building by itself? When you say you're expanding the line, he sells cigarettes and all kinds of stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the delivery products, that line would stay. We wouldn't stay with the tobacco juices. In fact, the anticipation is that the state is going to outlaw those things. But regardless, the tobacco is not what we want to do with that property.
So you're looking to be strictly medical marijuana dispensary, or you can sell other things also? That's what I'm asking.
No, medical marijuana dispensary with the delivery equipment, the pipes, the papers, the things that exist in the store now.
I haven't been in it, so I don't know.
We feel that the products complement each other. It's, as I explained to the planner, it's a little bit like peanut butter and jelly. If you provide the smokable product, there's normally a delivery system that goes along with that. The products that are currently sold there, the delivery side of the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or.
That was one question, I just don't know, I guess I haven't been in the store, so I don't know.
neither.
I assume, which you make an ass out of me when I assume that they sold cigarettes and, you know, convenience store items, I don't know.
No, it's mostly pipes and papers, and then there's so there are extract products that come along with the marijuana lines. Those extract products are used in vapor form, so he has vapor equipment there that would fit with the delivery side of the equation. That makes sense. If you go into the existing medical stores, you'll see that they have a complementary line of delivery products usually available to the side. So as the store exists, there's a center and then a left and a right wing. So the center wing already exists with the pipes and the papers and the delivery equipment. We would assume the right wing of the building and dedicate that just to the flower and extract products.
So you're gonna sublease from the current owner of the building?
He's going to lease and license the business to us, and then we'll pursue licensing for the cannabis with the sit. Yeah.
You know, you can't be within 1,000 feet of the property line of a pre-existing public or private school, pre-existing. I'm going down here with the childcare.
Yeah, and meeting with the town manager and the former codes enforcement officer, they identified 2 properties within the town that would fit with the ordinance. His property happens to be one of the 2. And the town seemed, I shouldn't say the town seemed, the town manager and the codes enforcement officer felt that that's more or less where the town would be comfortable with this type of business operation. Because coming from, I guess, the pizza shop forward, nothing is permitted.
Yes.
And then going back towards the commercial district, any business beyond your fireworks store, you start running into, so there was a diner for sale, just as an example, next to a kayak shop. In fact, that whole property is for sale. It's 950 feet from a church. The other existing properties that might make sense, don't make sense from a business perspective. You have the mall, the strip mall where Subway and I guess Dollar Store, Dollar Tree used to be. So you have 2 units in that building. One is 8,500 square feet, the other is 5,000 square feet. We spoke to the owner of that building. He's not interested in subdividing out and creating a unit that would, meet our expectations, our requirements. The idea that we would take on 5,000 square feet that needed a complete build out internally just financially doesn't make any sense. It just, and I don't want to speak for other business people or other people that are in this line of business, but I doubt very seriously anybody's going to come up here and pursue those 2 properties simply because of that 8,500 square feet, 5,000 square feet. You simply don't need that much store. And as things exist now, if you go back to Woolwich, we already have 4 or 5 stores existing, right? So we come up to Wiscasset, it could very well work out that we end up being the only store, unless somebody wants to find or identify another property and go forward with maybe a complete build. I don't know. I mean, that would be up to those businesses. But today, with the town's guidance and consultation with the planner, it seems that Matt Hatter's fits the bill. It works. It works for us. It works for the owner. And I believe it works for the town. But again, that determination is why we're here this evening. So
My only concern was childcare facility. There used to be, and I can't say there is anymore, childcare service. I don't know if they met the law of their size off the street off Birch Point, first one on the right.
Where that used to be?
No, but on Birch Point, and take the first right. Roughly across from the storage units, that road in there, it used to be a daycare over there. I don't know.
I was curious how far it is from the
And
church
that
on Route 1.
would fall well.
oh, we're well far away from that. That's what I would like to say that the town manager and codes enforcement officer had taken all that into consideration. And when they sent us on our quest, I'll call it, to find the right property.
I'm just saying that they may not know every child care facility in the town. And if that one has existed for a long time, it might have avoided our business license.
They knew about the churches.
Yeah.
They were
They're
quite.
easy to spot. It's the
Yeah.
thing, I don't wanna say anything.
They were
It's like
certain,
that big tower, everybody knows where it is.
right, they were certain about the churches and they were also certain about where they didn't want them. So that was,
Well, I would certainly, if I was you, take a drive down that street and find out if it's a sign out for daycare. Or if Lawrence says they have to show up on some GIS map in the state. I don't think so.
does anyone know?
I know there is a state site that lists at least some childcare. I don't know what the threshold is. I don't know what the rules, this quote state law as to what the definition is. So that's where they go to state law, but they are, or see if it's a building and find out if it doesn't. Yeah, but there was, last time I looked, there was a place that listed some sort of childcare. I don't know what met the state, or at least one of the state rules. But it didn't, it just gave an address, street address, not a geographical location.
Is your thinking is that's within 1,000 feet?
Oh, it would be well within 1,000 feet, if it's there. Yeah. It's essentially behind, not quite behind Big Al's former store.
The candy store.
Yeah, the candy store now, sweets.
Right.
Birch Point Road? Off of Birch Point Road, yeah. Does anybody remember? Anybody, I can't remember the name of that road. Been out there in years.
Does it still exist? Does it?
Well, I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It was once, somebody offered a tractor up there.
So is the position of the board that if childcare isn't there and that the rest of the requirements are met, that property would work for the planning board? Is that general consensus or?
To be honest with you, I've never seen what the requirements are, but if the requirements are, that's my,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, the ordinance that the town had passed, kind of laid out what they weren't interested in, what they weren't interested in. So it's been a lot of work to find the right place. So,
I would like to look at the state or the town for it, that's all I'm saying.
oh, yeah. Well, the town ordinance exists and the state law is clear, so. Christian. Company, it's the Seagrass Group, LLC,
Seagrass.
the Seagrass Group.
SEA or C?
No, SEA, like the sea, Seagrass.
Right, so basically you'd have to, you'd be working some size with them, and have to go through both the site plan review process and the site plan marijuana ordinance. If you're not making any significant changes to the outside of the building, that doesn't
No,
sound like you are. That's
just
just fairly minimal,
cosmetic
site
improvements.
plan. So, site plan has a long list of things which we frequently waive if there's no external changes.
So what is it that the board would like us to do? Will we be working with Emily then?
Yes.
Yeah, so the one thing I did,
Initially,
yeah, the one thing I talked to Christian about was that if they were asking for any waivers initially, for example, an updated survey, we asked for one that's within, a certain period of time. If they were asking for something like that, that it may be similar to the pharmacy property that we just reviewed. They would come with their waiver request to the planning board, and then once they were either granted or not, then they would work with me. So that's really up to, depending on what you propose, if you're asking for any waivers from the site plan requirements that I emailed you last week, you would come file formally with the planning board and then.
I don't think at this time we're seeking any kind of exemptions. Like I said, the only thing that we would be doing to the existing property is some external cosmetic things, painting and repairs. We are interested maybe in a sign improvement, possibly at some point in the future. And there were a couple of trees that we would like to remove. But other than that, I don't see any physical changes to the building. We have taken into consideration some concerns that the planning board might have about parking and frequency of customers and stuff like that. Currently, the business sees probably 40 to 60 a day, somewhere in that neighborhood. We feel with possibly removing vape juices that, we would still see the existing 60 customers only on the cannabis side of the equation. So there wouldn't be a net change, we don't think, to the customer flow in and out of that business. So we don't see an impact of traffic or any of those concerns that you all might have. But if you have any questions for us, please.
Okay, our newest planning board members, let's try and remember, so, Tom Joyce. Mr. Joyce? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. And welcome to the planning board. So before us, we have a pre-application meeting for a medical cannabis facility at 871. 291 Bath Road. Currently the Manhattan building. Does anybody have anything that they want to add to this? I mean,
From my mental clarity, you're just gonna be doing the marijuana side of it, the existing owner of the building, the operator of the building is gonna be doing the rest of the products?
No, in order for this to work, there has to be a merger. So basically, he's going to be leasing the existing business to our company and we'll be handling
You'll be handling
operations of both, yes.
Okay.
And I think that has to exist for the licensing side of the state as well. There can't be, division.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking.
And we carry certain licensing on the marijuana side already that allows for us to open a dispensary.
Sure, there are more questions. Basically, meet the site plan requirements. Again, don't ask for a waiver, you do that at our next planning board meeting or whenever you're ready. And then Emily will handle the actual work of approving the project.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And then we will ratify our agreement or decision.
So from us, we will be submitting what exactly now to you?
So
To Emily, we're to you.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
sent you a lot of.
A list, yeah,
laundry
laundry list,
last
yeah, I've
week,
already been on the scavenger hunt, I was over to Deeds today and.
Oh, great. So you're basically gonna follow that. You're gonna fill out the site plan application form as well as all the supplemental materials that we're asking for, and you can send it directly to me.
There was no existing survey that Deeds is aware of, I don't know, do you have, what was that, did you ever have a property survey?
I don't think so. I
All right.
talked to Larry. to find out
Will
what
there
it
be a
was.
waiver on the survey, or do I have to hire a survey
You
company?
have to request a waiver.
A request a waiver for the survey?
Your all waiver requests have to have a reason. I don't understand the money is not a reason.
All right.
Emily might guide you on what a good reason is.
Yeah. All right,
And I can find out from Larry, I think it was surveyed before he signed it over to me.
Yeah, the current ordinance says current, and your policy says 6 months, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know, I haven't been surveyed.
I know it's surveyed.
Okay,
yeah,
I do know that part, that's easy.
I know a good survey company.
All part of the game.
Yeah, it's business. All right, anything else from us? We don't need anything else from you, I don't think, right? Good? We
The good
good?
thing is Emily's open 5 days a week. And
I like that very much.
Yeah.
I've spoken to Emily, and yes, it's an excellent thing. All right, thank you all very much, appreciate it.
Any? Members have a question on this? Okay. All right, we're moving on to Ted Weaver's site plan de minimis decision. Actually, he's well into developing a property fashion of building. We are ratifying the decision. Thank you.
I think I just.
Maybe you signed. Good. Yes, you did.
You're welcome.
Yeah. This is at 185 Hill Road.
Yes, so this was back in the end of May, submitted to us. I had a pre-application meeting with the applicant on April 28th. It was a de minimis project. It was a 40 by 60 foot unfinished, unheated garage building to store equipment for his roofing business. That included a boom truck and dump trailers. The building doesn't have any water or sewage disposal, nor will it generate any solid waste. It's just gonna be served by 200 amp electric service. Carl and I had conversations with Mr. Weaver, about just because the way our ordinances are described, this would fall under a warehouse use, and so it required planning board approval. However, because it was less than 2,500 square feet, it could be reviewed and approved by the town planner. So I put together this finding of fact and conclusions, and approved the project, and he has obtained his building permit and is underway with construction. So I'm submitting it to you to enter into the record formally.
Move to accept.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes report presented.
Second. I'll second it. Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous, those present, voting.
Other one I have for you. I am getting my steps in.
All right,
So this is another de minimis site plan review decision that I issued on June 22nd. It was for Amistad's Harbor Pier and Wellness Center, located within St. Philip's Episcopal Church at 12 Hodge Street. They were proposing to utilize a 10-foot by 12-foot, so approximately 120 square foot office space located in the Fellowship Hall. This office was previously used by church officials, and they were also looking to use some space to host support groups or community events. Because of the size and that size of the parish hall that they would use it in was 31 feet by 21 foot area. So because those two spaces are well below the 2,500 square foot size that would trigger full planning board review, this could be reviewed and approved by the town planner. It was a total of 771 square feet between the office space as well as that support group community event space in the fellowship area. So once again, I put together our conclusions and finding of fact for this application and approved it on June 22nd, and submitted it to the town. The applicant has since pulled his application for business license. So this is just kind of closing the loop on my decision by formally entering it into the record.
Question, does this allow any on-site sleepovers?
No.
Is it spelled out anywhere that it's strictly for,
So it's only for, as defined in here, the support groups as well as the peer one-on-one recovery coaching and community navigation. If there were to be any requests for using this for anything other than that, we would have to amend the site plan review decision.
because I know there's been a lot of,
yeah, this is not on any overnight. We have withdrawn the application with that business license.
I'm just, as usual, bringing up the questions.
All right, motion to accept the minutes, site plan review. So moved. So second. I'll second it. Thank you. Any discussion, further discussion?
I'm just concerned over this, that this
I
opens
know,
the door
just
for,
put it in the record.
yeah, for
I mean, it's
the,
already got the fact, we're just adding it to the record. Mr. Joyce, are you voting at this time, or are you just observing?
I can vote.
All those
I'm
in
in
favor,
favor.
into the minutes report. All those opposed? I'm sorry, I looked away from the screen, Mr. Joyce. Was it for or against? Or abstaining? Frozen screen. We're going with 4 yes, 1 no. Passes, we passed. Very good. That's all I have. Does anybody else have any more business?
The only thing I would like to, just get on your radar is, Lincoln County Regional Planning Commission is gonna be doing another one of our planning board workshops. This one's gonna be on subdivision law, so it's on, Tuesday, September 19th at 1 PM in our office. So if you want a refresher course on subdivision requirements, please feel free to get in touch and I can send you all the details.
When is it, September?
September 19th, yeah, at 1 PM.
While we're here, we may have problems getting a quorum next time, because Carl and Al will not be here.
Mr. Joyce, hopefully you can make it actually into the building for next time, because Al and I will be away, but so we're the planning board's down too, and we will be hosting public hearings, so kind of important to have a forum.
I will do my best. I couldn't, it was unavoidable today.
Yeah, understood.
I think that, the selectmen have been, lying and voted and they're counted as being present,
Okay,
right?
if we can do it by Zoom, if we can participate even by Zoom, that'd be good.
We have somebody here that knows how to do it.
Yeah. So if I'm the only one now, just push the button, see if we're there, and we can
But
do
you
it.
guys think you can be there on the 28th? You'll be here on the 28th?
28, yeah, that's the next meeting.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Okay.
28.
Critical to have a-
Okay.
If we don't have a quorum, then it can't make the warrant in time.
Yeah, I'll be here 28.
All right,
Time for my favorite motion.
Mr. Cohen, if you would.
It's 7:27. I make my favorite motion that we adjourn.
I'll say.
All right, all those in favor? Thank you, Mr. Joyce. Hopefully we see you in person, but for me, it'll be in September.
We'll record it, so I can send you the recording.